On the island of Sodor, all the engines like to work hard. Gordon pulls the express, and Percy loves delivering the mail. One morning, the Fat Controller arrived at Titmouth's sheds. He had important news. "Thomas, Percy and Emily," he boomed. "There is an important load of iron girders waiting at the Smelters Yard. I need you to take them to Brendam Docks." "Yes, sir," whistled Thomas and Emily. But Percy was worried. He didn't like the Smelters Yard. It was spooky and full of rusty old machinery. It made Percy's wheels wobble just thinking about it. "Ready to go?" tooted Thomas cheerfully. "I am," wheezed Emily. But Percy remained silent. "Is something the matter?" asked Thomas. Percy wanted to explain about the Smelters Yard, but he felt too nervous. I don't feel well. I've got a pain in my piston." Percy hadn't meant to tell a lie, but it had come out anyway. "Why didn't you tell the Fat Controller?" asked Emily. Now Percy was even more worried. The others would be cross if they knew he was lying. "I didn't want to make a fuss," he said quietly. Thomas and Emily felt sorry for their friend. "Don't worry," chuffed Thomas. "We can go without you." "Hope you feel better soon," added Emily as the two engines puffed away. Percy felt guilty, but now there was nothing he could do. He stayed in the sheds for the rest of the day. "How does your piston feel?" asked Thomas that evening. All better now," said Percy nervously. He didn't want to talk anymore, so he went to sleep. The next morning, he was shunting in the yards. Henry arrived with the Fat Controller. "There is another shipment waiting at the Smelters Yard," he boomed. "Thomas and Emily are busy today, so you can work with Henry instead." The Fat Controller didn't know Percy hadn't gone to the Smelters Yard. As he walked away, Percy began to worry. He really didn't want to go. "I feel unwell," blurted Percy again. "I've a tingle in my traction rod." "You poor engine," replied Henry. "Don't worry, I can manage alone. You stay and rest." So Henry puffed away, leaving Percy alone. The little engine felt even more guilty. He didn't like telling lies. Just then, James bustled up. His face was as red as his paintwork. "Are you alright, James?" asked Percy. "I'm running late," panted James. "Please, can you help shun my next train?" "Of course," peeked Percy. He soon had James's trucks ready. "Thank you, Percy," whistled James as he puffed away. But just as he left, Henry puffed past with the iron girders. "Percy?" he said. "What are you doing here? I thought you were ill." Percy was surprised. He didn't know what to say. Then there was trouble. Emily had overheard Henry. "Percy didn't feel well yesterday," she wheezed. "But he said he felt better last night." "But he said he wasn't well earlier," whistled Henry. Both engines looked crossly at Percy. Then Thomas arrived with the Fat Controller. "What's going on here?" he boomed. Emily and Henry quickly explained about Percy's tales. The Fat Controller was cross. "Percy, explain yourself." "I'm sorry, sir," wheezed Percy sadly. "I didn't want to go to the Smelters Yard, so I pretended to be ill. I didn't mean to tell lies, sir, but I was scared." "If you had a problem, you should have spoken to me," said the Fat Controller sternly. "Telling lies only makes things worse." "I know that, sir," said Percy sadly. "I'm sorry. I've been a very silly engine." "You can go to the Smelters Yard to collect the last of the girders," said the Fat Controller. Percy quietly agreed. "Please, sir," peeked Thomas. "May I go with Percy?" "Thank you, Thomas, but I should go on my own," puffed Percy. He wanted to show everyone just how sorry he was, so he went all the way to the Smelters Yard on his own. It was scary, but Percy was brave. He collected his trucks and soon arrived at Brentland Docks. Thomas was there. "How was it?" he asked. "It was spooky," said Percy, "and I was nervous. But I felt much better about telling the truth," he added. "I'll never tell a lie again." Thomas was glad, and with that, the two friends set off happily for home.